Hello, everybody. What is up? Welcome or welcome back. Whether you are watching live or watching later, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Renee, and this is Forever World Building, a cozy Minecraft series that is streamed live every single week. If you're watching, please hit that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to join the journey, and we're going to get right into it. I am so excited because we're starting a brand new project today. Brand new project. I think you can see on my little screen there, I've got my mood board and notes pulled up. So little tease, a little sneak peek. I have a couple things to show you first. So let's switch our screens here. All right, we are back in the world and we are actually at home right now. Our starter base, our forever home. There was an Enderman that was redecorating in here, which is very kind, but not necessary and not really my style. So this is our sort of to-do board. We haven't updated this in a little while, and I think that we can do this now because we finished the cactus farm. That was the dye works, dye and textile merchants. I'm gonna check this off because I think the dye works kind of fulfills that already. I have concrete farm on here. I'm gonna take that off. I don't think we need to make an actual concrete farm right now. So we're kind of empty at the moment. I think maybe we'll start to make some future plans in a little bit. Actually, you know what? We can put some stuff on here right now. Let's put defeat the Ender Dragon. We can put that on here. And then I want to put honey farm. That's sort of on my mind for something to do, kind of like our next project after we defeat the Ender Dragon. We still have the castle on here, of course. We're about to do the Wizard's Tower right now. The Wizard's Tower will include a sugarcane farm, and then I'm going to leave horse stables on here, even though we did set up a little hitching post in the past couple of streams. That's not enough for a full stable, in my opinion. So with our board looking nice and spiffy, I want to take you guys on a final tour of the dye works because I did make some edits in between last stream and today. I finished the interior and it changed around a couple of things. So let's go take a little look and then we'll get started on the next project. One thing that I changed is we now have more villagers. This is our chicken tender. He got stuck in here and we're just gonna leave him. I did also in between streams, you know how we tore down that pillager outpost a couple streams ago? Well, I thought that that would stop the pillagers from spawning completely. It didn't. They still spawn. You have to spawn proof that area, which I kind of tried to do, but it was honestly just too much work. So I ended up just turning off pillager spawning. Okay, don't look at that. Don't look at that yet. So we no longer are blocking the villagers in. They can leave and wander around. For example, there's no villagers in here right now. I really hope that they are alive somewhere. Oops. Let's go see. Because I feel like I've had this happen. Yeah, I don't see him. Was that one? I saw some movement over here. Okay, here's a couple of them. They all turned into fishermen. I think it's because we use so many barrels. Like, see, there's a barrel there. There's barrels all over the place. So a lot of the villagers are just fishermen, which is not necessarily the most helpful, but it is what it is. Anyways, so he's not a fisherman. What is he? He's I don't know what they're called. What's up, Nitro? Nitro says, Horse Stable is a solid next project. Good project to bridge to Mounts of Mayhem update. Oh, that's right. Mounts of Mayhem dropped today. Or yesterday? I think today. Yeah, we'll need a big stable for whenever we fully update to all of that. Oh, something happened here. Okay, so a couple changes. I did add a obviously a campfire, and then these are the two pieces of meat that we got when we accidentally killed that sheep last stream. And then shout out to Holly on Instagram. She told me that you can place what are these called? Oops. Pressure plates down like this, and it's supposed to look like there isn't an item frame there, except for some reason it looks like there's an item frame there. So I don't know what that's about. But either way, I think having it like here, just sort of outlined like this, looks a little better, looks a little cleaner than having the full item frame. So that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is that I finished this interior. Look at that. Oh, we need to share that. So we have a desk on this side. This is an iron pressure plate. It's supposed to look like a sheet of paper. And then this lever here is supposed to look like a what's it called? Like a pen in an ink pot, something like that. But we've got some bookshelves up. We've got the greenery in the ceiling. I think that really helps to fill out the space. And then of course, glow berries everywhere. So I really love how this build turned out, even though it was a much bigger build than I was anticipating. I'm really happy with how it's looking in the end. Let's see if we've got... We have green dye. I feel like the cactus part isn't working because I don't see any cactus. Like there should be cactus in here, right? Let's go take a little look. Did something go awry? Why? Where are my cactus? I might have to do this later. Do some troubleshooting later. Would putting this stuff here make any difference? Oh, I just picked up a cactus. What the heck? You wouldn't think so, but maybe it would. Let's see. If I just throw this here. Okay, now where's it gonna go? Did it go in here? Did it go all the way here? Okay. So it's working. This part is working, but why aren't there any cactus falling? Anyways, that's a problem for another time. We have plenty of green dye right now, even if that never makes... Nitro says, don't funnel cactus into the furnace and use coal as fuel at the same time. Very inefficient use of fuel. Use sticks for fuel if you do that. I agree, that is very inefficient. Coal is a precious resource around here, and sticks are plentiful. Well, we can at least then take... Yeah, see, because this is my last bit of coal. Okay, and now it's... And that's a new piece of cactus. Okay, so it's working. Let's take the coal out. Oh, is all the coal? It's all in the hopper. Woo, okay. Let's take the coal out, and we'll go replace it with sticks. Let's do that now while I'm thinking about it, because I have plenty of sticks. But we're gonna sleep first because it's nighttime, and this is the site of our next build, our next project. We're going to build up a wizard's tower here, and I put our chest monster underground this time. Everything is labeled. Look, very organized, very pretty. So it'll be easily accessible and hopefully less chance of getting blown up by a creeper when we wake up in the morning. And I did do some, oh yeah, look, we have some villagers over here as well. Is that 3 of them? There's 3 of them here. Are you guys stuck? There's no way you're stuck. You can open doors, right? There's no way you're stuck. Now I'm stuck. Okay. We have sticks. in here, or we have logs in here. We can use these logs to make planks, use these planks to make sticks. And then let's go put these sticks back into our auto smelter. Don't look at all the nether wart over there. Or the warped trees, warped nether trees. Okay, so if we put these in here, they'll funnel through the hopper and into the furnace. Okay, and then they'll smelt our cactus. Perfect. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Or rather, we're cooking with sticks. Okay, let's talk about the next project. It is time to move on. I am so ready for this. So ready to build this wizard's tower. All right, we're gonna start by looking at my mood board. You guys know me, I'm a planner. I gotta plan things. So I made a bunch of notes here. These are design notes about the blocks that I wanna use. We're gonna go over this in a moment when we go into the creative world, so we don't need to worry about that. I think we're gonna put a cleric villager in this tower because that kind of fits the, you need the cleric villagers, their sort of utility block is the potion brewing stand, and we're going to be brewing a lot of potions in here, so it makes sense. And then hopefully, or not hopefully, we will roll to get a cleric villager that trades for lapis lazuli as another source of blue dye. So we have more than one villager that uses blue dye. And then these are more of the kind of mechanical notes. We're going to have a kitchen, a bedroom, a storage workshop, a lookout balcony. I'm going to make auto nether wart and sugarcane farms underneath. So we're going to have a couple of underground farms. We'll also have a mushroom farm that probably won't be automatic unless I can find an easy way to make an auto mushroom farm. And then we need storage for all these potion materials. Glass bottles, we need a water source, blaze, redstone, glowstone, phantom membranes, spider eye, brown mushrooms, sugar, magma cream, glycerine, melon. I looked at a list of everything you need for all the different types of potions, and based on the potions I want to make, at least at this stage, this is all the stuff we're going to need. So we're going to have at least storage areas for all of these, and then throughout this building process of the Wizard's Tower, we'll go on some adventures and try and gather up all of these things so that it is ready for our potion making. And then let's take a look at my visual, my little mood board here. So here's some examples of the sort of types of visual style that I like for this tower. We're going to have a big tower with a little extra building as an offshoot. I really like how kind of square and blocky everything is here, and how you have a sort of larger base, a sort of smaller middle, and then you have this kind of Tudor style protruding top part. And then this is just beautiful and colorful and a little more organic looking, which I like as well. And I want this build to be really beautiful and colorful. Scrolling down a little bit here, we have, this is a Mizunos build, so just sort of a reference for how we can use sort of the blocks that I've chosen, and I really like this roof as well. We have an interior example here. As you can tell, this teal color is going to be really big in this build, so I wanted just some inspiration on what an interior could look like. And then I really like both of these archways. I want to use these to build as a, sort of a like an exterior decoration or an outside decoration. And then some ideas for different kind of storage units that we can put inside. I don't want to just have a row of chests and a row of barrels. I want this to be a little more unique and creative. So here's some ideas. And then just some more ideas on how we can use the warped nether wood items to make some like unique interior design. Nitro says you could theoretically automate a mushroom farm, but rates are atrocious. Maybe only several mushrooms per hour for a small sized farm. Mushroom planting area for giant mushrooms are ideal. Okay. Good to know. Maybe we won't do a mushroom farm then. Maybe we can prioritize making like another highway. That can be sort of next thing on the list. So we can go back to the mushroom islands that we discovered a little while ago. Okay, so these are sort of my plans, sort of loose, big picture plans. Now let's go back into the game. Let's go into our creative world, where you can see I have done some more planning. So I sort of gathered together all of the blocks that I thought I might want to use for this build. As you can tell, we're going for a very black, white, and teal color scheme with bringing in the cobblestone, and we're going to end up using the spruce wood to sort of help it connect to the aesthetic of the farm, or not the farm, the village as it currently stands, because Aurora uses a lot of cobblestone and a lot of the spruce. And then I want to really branch out from that with this build and do something more unique and more colorful. So we're going to use a combination of all of these blocks that you see right here. And this is just a sort of very simple visual approximation of what this might look like. So I really like this basalt texture. I want to use this for the interior. We're going to have the base of everything be this cobblestone, bringing in the spruce wood for support along the way. The middle section is going to be white, made out of these 3 blocks, which are, I believe, calcite, quartz, and then birch slabs stacked on top of each other. Yeah, see, that's a birch slab. And then we're going to use copper warped wood. This is warped, what's it called? Warped wart block, and then cyan concrete. Let's actually put this here so we can see what that looks like. And then at the top, we're going to bring in the deep slate to, again, connect to the other builds, as we use a lot of deep slate for the roofs, and then some deep slate and copper for the roof down here. This is just sort of supposed to signify that. And I'm going to try to texture, you guys. I'm going to try to bring in a little more variety of blocks for the texture. I actually went in just today and edited some of the colors on these blocks. So I made the warped wood a little more teal. Originally, it's a little more green. And then I made the copper a little less contrasted so that it blends in a little better. So again, here's those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Oh, 5 blocks is a lot. But I see other people playing Minecraft do so much cool stuff with the texturing, and they make it look so good and so seamless. So I really want to try that here. And then just some extra stuff. I feel like this light gray glazed terracotta kind of, the colors match. So if there's a way that we can bring this in as some accents or some detail, maybe like a rug design, I think that would look really nice. Of course, we have to use these soul lanterns and these soul campfires for our lighting, as well as these soul torches. And then last, I want to find some way to use these blocks. This is warped stem, skulk. Guys, I really love the skulk. I love how it glows and changes, and then that teal color in there already fits what we've got going on. And then this is actually black wool that I have edited so that it's just a pure black color that doesn't have any dimension, that doesn't reflect any light, because I actually saw this done in a very old series called The Realm of Vastin. And when you're trying to make like magical builds, and especially these like really cool like dark interiors, like look, it looks completely black in here. So if you have this on sort of a, like you can make this sort of look like you've got a void around you. Nitro says black concrete can do the same also. Let me see. But I feel like black concrete isn't so black. that like it has a little bit of texture in it, or does it? Okay, yeah. So look, even like the black concrete kind of reflects a little bit of light. And then again, my editing, and even here, this isn't like a pure black. This has a little bit of reddish in it. So I know you can do that with the black concrete, and especially in shadow. Like it's harder to tell the difference here. But I wanted just a pure black block, like an almost unnaturally black block. And then this warped block, the warped wart, is that what that is? And then the warped stem, I changed those back to the vanilla ones because I like those better than the Mizunos. Well, and the Mizunos are pretty. I mean, I can't show you a comparison because I've changed it, but this, I don't know. This to me, this just looks a lot cooler, and you see more of the glowing, more of the teal here. And this, the colors match our color scheme a little bit better. Okay, enough yapping. I feel like I went through that really fast, but I think it's more because I'm excited to actually start building. And I don't know if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, but I think we're ready to go. Okay. I also have an idea now on how we're going to build. I feel like for the last build for the, what did we just do? The dye works. We sort of built from the outside in, and I did a lot more planning, like pre-planning, kind of going, wow, we need more cobblestone. We do not have enough cobblestone. Yikes. I did a lot more pre-planning and did a lot more planning in creative. And I don't want to do that here because I think it took up too much time. And we spent so much time on, here's my basalt. Oops. We spent so much time doing the exterior and stuff that I feel like there's ways to be way more efficient. And then when I built up the tavern, I kind of went in without a plan. And oh, look, our donkey. We need a name for the donkey. If you guys have any suggestions for what we could name this donkey, please let me know. As I was saying, for the tavern, I kind of went in without a plan and just sort of built from the ground up instead of trying to build up a whole exterior and then do the interior, or even doing like the exterior base and then adding details after that. We kind of did all of that at the same time. And I feel like it flowed a little better, at least in my mind, and for how for how I work. Than trying to do it like one step at a time. Nitro says, for me, the way I build efficient is build exterior shell without texturing and then add depth after and then interior last. Yeah, and I feel like that's what most people is, they're kind of like standard. And that's what I've been doing. That's how I have previously done it. But I want to try to blend this time, sort of blend the exterior and texturing and adding depth, like kind of do all of that at the same time, and then still kind of do interior last. And I think also just less planning in general for me, because I can get caught up in the weeds sometimes with the planning and then just not do enough building, which, I mean, I'm doing the same amount of building either way because we have to get everything done no matter what. But, oop, I heard a gravel. There's something trapped somewhere. but I don't know. We're just gonna see. I'm just gonna let my brain and my imagination flow and just see what happens. And I am actually going to come over here and take down these warped trees just so we have them on hand, because we're going to need the stripped warped stem for the exterior, and we're also going to need the nether warped blocks. And then I think I'm also just procrastinating actually starting building right now, which is funny. Silk touch, that should be fine. Okay, I promise after we take down these warped trees, I will build. Oh yeah, that's faster than any other tool I've tried to use on here. Nitro says, did some exploring of the Mounts of Mayhem features for a few hours. And some things to note is that zombies can spawn with spears now. And those zombie horsemen do a considerable amount of damage. Yikes. Good to know. Very good to know. It will, let's see, in terms of this world updating, I do want to get us updated to the newest version by the end of the year. I have yet to find Trident Drown riding the zombie Nautilus, but that thing will be highly dangerous if you don't have a trident. All right, well then we're gonna need to get a trident. Actually, I think we have a trident. It's just, I think it's pretty low on durability because we obviously got it from a drowned. Oops, oh, that's fine. So yeah, we'll have to get like a nice beefy trident. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about updating the game. So yes, my goal is to update the game, update this world to the newest version before the end of the year. I'm actually going to be doing like a big overhaul of the back end because I want to switch my launcher so that I can install, so that I can use mods. Because I want to install flashback so that I can record from different angles and be able to use all those cool like cinematic features. Because I have some plans for new types of videos coming in the new year. And in order to make these new types of videos, I need to be able to record from a third-person point of view. So I need a launcher that supports mods. And I figure if I want to update my game and update my launcher, it's better to just do all of that all at once at the same time. So that's the plan. Ideally, oh, he's trapped in there because they can't open fence gates, but they can definitely fall 2 blocks into the sheep pen. Are there's 2 of them? Oh yeah, there's 2 of them. Well, they are the shepherds. Maybe they can hang out. No, they'll get killed if there's like mobs and stuff at night. I'll have to troubleshoot that. So yeah, so we will be updating the game fairly soon, like within the month. And I want to do it before we do all of our, fun extra streams at the end of December. So that's the plan. If you guys have any suggestions or words of warning when it comes to switching your launchers and updating your game and anything that I should keep in mind. I'm definitely going to make a world backup and have a backup ready to go. So just in case anything happens, we can always come back to this version and this launcher. But if there's anything else that I should be aware of, please let me know, because I would be so sad if anything happened to our world here. Oh my gosh, my eyeballs are already burning, you guys. This is not, that is not ideal. I think I'm just not blinking enough. Please help me remember to blink. Please and thank you. Yell at me in the chat. I don't mind. Okay, now that we're done tearing down the warped trees, now I actually have to start building. But I'm excited. I am excited. It's just that there's always that initial, I don't want to call it like fear or apprehension of like, once you start, then you're committed and it's happening and you're doing it. And then what if you mess up, or what if you don't like it, or, you know, that little bit of self-doubt starts to creep in. Oh, that was hot. I am drinking bone broth today, and it's really good. Okay. All my teal blocks are in here. Let's put this away. We're also going to use shroom lights. I'm excited about that because the shroom lights have that little bit of teal color in them. I think that'll look really nice. Warped blocks. Okay. Okay, Renee, come on. Let's go. Let's build. Scaffolding. Let me eat. Okay. So, let's take a look from above. A little higher. Okay, so this is what we've got to work with. I want the tower to be on this side. See, look at that villager over there. I like seeing this place actually inhabited. I like seeing the villagers like walking around and doing stuff. It makes it feel like there's more life here. Okay, I'm getting distracted. We're gonna put the tower here, sort of a big circular tower, and then the house is gonna come out to this side in a rectangular shape. And then we can put like a little bit of like a little garden area or something here. We also have this little extra space here. Maybe we can put that archway that I had on my mood board over here and have like a little like seating area, something like that. I don't know, but we need to start with the, obviously, sort of the base shape and layout. And we'll start with the circular tower because that's going to be the most difficult thing to make sure we get right. I know there's like formulas and stuff for creating circles. I don't know them, and we're just going to wing it. We're just going to wing it. I'm thinking that I want it to come out pretty far. I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4. If we do like a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oops. Did I trap myself? No. Oh no. Oh. Wait, is this gonna be helpful? What if I... No. No, that's not gonna be helpful. I was like, if I can see... Oh, Lord. If I can see what I'm doing from above, would that be helpful? But no, I don't think so. Okay, circle. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know you got to do something like that. But that looks nothing like a circle. Oh, because I did it wrong. Is that a villager? Or is that a chicken? It's a chicken. Okay, this way, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, does that look more like a circle? Yes, it does. Now, is that circle big enough for our purposes? Ah. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, which way? 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Oh, something happened. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, that is pretty big. I think that will be big enough. Because I'll tell you why. Because I know I'm going to want to decorate like one block in. Because I want to leave like one space in for decorations. And then the floor itself will kind of start in earnest another block in. Except, hold on. We're building up. Actually, maybe that is building up. I want this tower to be like slightly lifted off the ground. It's like you walk up the steps into it. So we're going to actually do like fill in this whole base area. Actually, I guess I don't need to actually fill it in. Oh, hello. Well, you just jumped up right here and are being very nosy. Very nosy indeed. That's okay. I'm fond of the donkey. Can you tame donkeys in Minecraft? Can you tame them and ride them? Anyways, we're going to be putting the floor up a block like that. Except one more inside. But I want to make sure, I need to kind of separate it visually in my head to see if that's going to be big enough. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to just shovel path block. Oops, not that. Path block inside. Oh, nope. Oh, wait. Okay, we're path blocking. No. Well, that's fine. We're path blocking inside in a way that won't touch any of the other blocks, just to see. You can, yep, and you can also breed a donkey with a horse for a mule. Ooh. All right, we are definitely going to be making a mule then. And I'm assuming you can breed donkeys with other donkeys to get more donkeys. We're gonna, oh my gosh, you guys, we're gonna make a donkey army. That just came to me. There's, you can't see it. You can barely see it from here, but this mountain here, I know there are 2 donkeys that live atop that mountain, along with a tons of other stuff. There's also like a flower field up there. So yeah, we're gonna be making more donkeys and more mules. Wow. Because they're cute and I like them. Okay. So, is this space that has been path blocked big enough to build in? Because we're going to need, okay, stay with me guys. We're going to need a staircase, and I want to do a spiral staircase that goes up the side like a spiral staircase that follows the edge. So we already need to go in one block for that spiral staircase. And then we're going to need to put the storage in there as well. So that's going to be like in another block or two. So I kind of feel like we should make the tower just one block bigger and also scoot it over that way one block. That's what my instincts are saying, because I feel like I think I'm making it big enough, and then I always wish that I had made the exterior just a little bit bigger. And for this build, I know I 100% made it big enough, or like tried to make it bigger than I thought I might need. And even though it was a lot, I really like how the proportions of the interior turned out. So we're going to do that here. Once the sun rises, let's get down here. My music, oh my gosh. I just realized we are sitting here in complete silence and I forgot to turn my music on. Okay, there we go. That's better. How did I miss that? Okay. Let me know if the music is too loud. I know I've turned it up and down since the last time I played, so let me know, you guys. Okay, so ostensibly we can just, oh no, I'm gonna get confused. I'm gonna get confused if I do that. We need to just take this all down. Now I'm questioning myself if it was or wasn't big enough already. Okay, either way, I still want to move it over. Ugh, no, you guys, never mind. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it because I don't want the same thing to happen where I'm like, oh, this build was way too big. Okay, I just gotta trust myself. I just gotta trust myself. I think this is okay. Because this is gonna build up. We are gonna go in a little bit for the second level and then out again for the third level. And this thing is actually gonna be huge. I may have made this too big. Oh my goodness. I'm questioning everything. Well, let's just move forward. Let's just move forward. Let's go from doggo's in the way. And of course, this is in the way. Of course. If I do this, can I still go downstairs? Oh yes, okay, that's fine. Where did we go from? We went from right here. Okay, that's pretty big. but I think that's gonna work. Oof, I still kind of want to move it over. Because if you come up here, it'll kind of curve around. Let's look at it. Let's see, let's come down here. Yeah, you can barely see. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. I'm just questioning myself. I'm just questioning myself. Okay. Because I kind of want it. You know what? I can always terraform. Because I'm thinking about trying to place it in a way where it looks like... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's just keep moving, guys. And by guys, I mean me, Renee. Let's just keep moving. What do you think, Donkey? You like it? I'm gonna take that as a yes. I'm gonna take that as a yes. All right, so let's lay the floor down and kind of build up the staircase a little bit, because that's going to be a super important part of this build, is the staircase. And that's really going to inform the rest of the interior, however we build the staircase up. And then we can kind of build the exterior around the staircase. So I'm gonna put in this sort of alternating checkered floor pattern, at least in here for now. We may change it, depending on, I will get that later. Depending on how the rest of the build goes, but I always end up tearing something down and starting from scratch, so if it's the floor, that's fine. This is sort of tripping me out a little bit. Oop. Okay. I feel like I'm in a maze. Oh, nope. Wrong. Right, almost. Last one. Okay. Cool. That looks cool. I like that. And then, what did I say? What's that gonna happen next? Staircase. Okay, I think I want to leave room. Let's build this up just like a little bit. And we're out of cobblestone. Okay, let's run back. I know I have plenty of cobblestone. And actually, I don't know why I'm keeping so much stone in here. Let's take some of this stone out. Because we're not gonna need it. I'll leave a little bit. Because we might do some texturing with it later. And we'll leave the mossy, definitely. Oh, and we can put... Let's put the deep slate, or the basalt, and the deep slate away. Okay. And let's run home and get some cobblestone real quick. Ow. Ah, his little face sticking through. That's so funny. Gets me every time. Look at this. We have so much cobblestone. We have so much cobblestone and we're gonna need a lot of it. So let's just grab a whole bunch. Let's put this stone away. Smooth stone. Why did I make all that smooth stone? We don't need it now, but we're gonna need it. And I don't think I grabbed gravel. Ooh, you need sand for concrete, don't you? We don't have any sand. It's gonna be an issue for later, Renee. We do not need to worry about it yet. Okay, oh, I gotta eat. Look at this place, you guys. It's beautiful with the sunlight streaking in. And you can see our little chicken tender running around. You can see our town hall up there with the tavern in front of it now. You can see there's just sort of the outline of the blacksmiths with all the smoke rising up. It's beautiful. I love it. Let's get back up here. Hi, Novella. Oh, she's coming to say hello. I know, I have to go get cobalt. I'm so sorry you're alone. I have to go get cobalt sometime soon. But he's used to being tied up and abandoned. I know that's horrible to say, but we've done that to him before. All right, so I wanted to build up some of this cobblestone just so we can get a little bit of a look at what we're working with. Here, let's go up. Oh, let's just go up 1, 2. Okay, this is pretty big, right, guys? Oh, you got right in my way. I feel like that's a pretty big interior. And from the ground. I mean, okay, well, we have to remember that after that first floor, it's gonna come in a little bit and it's gonna get smaller, and then it's gonna get a little bigger again at the top. So the bottom has to be big in order to be a proper base for the rest of it. And yeah, that's gonna be empty and open. Okay, so let's work on the stairway. And we have to decide now what we're going to be building that out of. I kind of want to do like a warped, like a blue interior stairway made out of the warped wood. Either that or made out of the black stone, not the black stone, the deep slate, like the deep slate tile slabs. And maybe we save the warped wood or the warped stem for more detail stuff. Do you guys have any strong opinions about that? My main concern right now is the number of resources available, because right now we only have 54 warped stem. And to get more, we would need to go... We would need to go get more. And I want to build right now. I don't want to spend time going and getting more. So we will start with deep slate, I think. Because yeah, that matches. The deep slate and the basalt match color-wise. Okay, speak now or forever hold your peace. We're doing this out of deep slate. And we're gonna do... You walk in. My original thought was that this bottom floor is the bedroom. This is huge, you guys. Did I make it too big? Is this now my instincts telling me I made it too big and I should take it down a notch? Oh, and I put those in wrong over there. Okay. I kind of want to make it smaller. I want to make it smaller by 1 block. I'm gonna do it. Which means... taking all of this down. But actually this shouldn't be too hard because we can just replace the outside edges, like these outside blocks, with the cobblestone. Remember how I said I was wondering if I should make it bigger? No, we're gonna make it smaller. Because again, like I said, I don't want this to become a huge build. And we're still going to be going underground, you guys. We're going to be building underground. We're going to be building 2 farms underground here. So this, all of this decorative stuff, I don't want this to take too long. I don't want to rush it, of course, but I want to be efficient. Okay, and does this make enough of a circle to, or should we do like 5? Let me see. Okay, we'll try this. Let me put the cobblestone in the offhand so we can just break in place. I like this music, you guys. This is the very first playlist I started using on this channel. And I've experimented with some different ones, but I'm coming back to this one and I really like it. And okay, let me know what you guys think. This is a music related question because Minecraft itself posted a playlist. It's like a YouTube video, but it's a playlist of a bunch of lo-fi. Okay, I already like that better. I already feel like that looks better. And we're gonna make this a little smaller too. Ah, wait, I don't want to break that. They did a playlist of like lo-fi remixes of Minecraft songs, and I really like it. And I want to use it for streaming. However, would that be copyrighted? Because Minecraft music itself isn't copyrighted. You can use it for your streams. They don't care. They're not going to demonetize you or strike you or anything. So these are remixes of Minecraft music posted by Minecraft itself. So ostensibly, that stuff should also be free to use, right? Okay, I like the size of this better already. It looks a little more manageable. It looks a little more manageable to me. So let's do what we just did before and build up a little bit. We'll build up 2. I'm trying to blink. Have you seen me like blinking really fast? If I look weird, just ignore me, please. I'm trying to blink every time I place a block so that I remember to blink enough. Because otherwise, I think my eyeballs might shrivel up and fall out of my head from lack of moisture. Okay. Nitro says, I would assume so. Don't see why they would copyright those lo-fi tracks if the original ones aren't copyrighted. Okay. So maybe next stream we'll try that music because it's really cool and it's like the Minecraft music just, you know, spruced up a little bit with some beats. Kind of like this, but I don't know. We'll try it, and if I get a copyright strike, then it's your fault, Nitro. Okay, I thought I could sleep. It's not time to sleep yet. Let's start on this. I'm trying to think about efficiency's sake. I think I want to start the staircase going up this way. Because the kind of goal is that I will use this I'm gonna use this to, if we're using this to store, LOL, use at your own risk. I know, it is my risk. I just don't want to be the only one making decisions. I want to be able to share the joy or the burden. Okay, well, if we're gonna keep building up the staircase, then I guess we do need to build up the walls as well. But we can just build up the walls that we need for the staircase. Oops, I trapped myself. And I am literally just winging it here, guys. We're gonna see what happens. We'll get up to a sort of second floor. Let's see, I know I like building up 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. We'll build up 5. And see where that gets us. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, and then this would be... Did I do a single turn here? I did. So I feel like this kind of needs to be... like that or something. Oops. Come here. Come here, you little basalt block. That sounds like an insult. You basalt block. Wait, I kind of like that. Okay, if this is the second floor. And then we would need like a couple, like a little landing here. Oh, and then this is kind of perfect because we went like a half turn, you know, up and around. So this can go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, let's build all of this up. Ooh, but here's the issue. The second floor is gonna go in a little bit. So maybe we do need to figure out some of this exterior stuff first. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oops, ow. Let me get the rest of these walls up, and then we'll do some more thinking. All right. Let's get torches to at least light it up on the inside. I have torches already in my hand. Yes, Renee, good job. We'll just light up the interior a little bit. Okay. So yeah, this is a pretty big area. This looks nice. We've gone up 5. Let's see. So I think it would be good. From here, we're basically just gonna go in one and then start building up with a white block. So let's do that. Our white blocks are birch slabs, calcite, and quartz. And I know the birch looks like it doesn't match, but it's gonna match in a moment. Let me cook. Give me a sec. Let's see, gravel. I don't think I had anywhere for gravel. Oh, just in here. We'll put it with the dirt. Close enough. And then we'll keep these deep slate tiles. And let's put the basalt away. And let's put the deep slate away. Okay. Okay. Staying organized. So, like I said, we're basically on a baseline level. We're just gonna go like up a block, and we're gonna alternate between these 3. And I'm gonna hope that it looks good. Okay, and so see, now this isn't gonna work. This staircase isn't gonna work. We're gonna need to adjust it so it can fit the interior, which is fine. I knew that was gonna happen. So let's try this out. Nope, not there. Okay. We'll take these down. And we should maybe kind of start from up here. Let's see. So if we want this to be the landing, and then this staircase is gonna kind of go down, and then it has to turn. So that one's okay. These will probably just do full blocks. Like that. And it can be one. Oh, he fell. Baby, don't fall. I mean, is that enough? I don't know. This guy looks like he's just floating out here in space. I don't like that. But if we at least bring it up like that. Does that make sense? And then this would come out over there. We're gonna replace that. I think we're gonna end up replacing these stairs because I don't know if I want deep slate tiles for the floor of the second floor. I mean, yeah. I think this is just gonna end up being a 1-to-1. And then we're gonna replace these with something else, like along this wall. So we do have just like a singular staircase kind of going up. And then we'll hit the second floor here. And then this will be going up to the third floor. But yeah, okay. For a second I thought I placed those wrong. Okay, so let's do, that's calcite. Let's do a quartz. Nitro says, I like going for an irregular floor pattern where you randomize the placement of 2 blocks. Takes away from having to plan a pattern for flooring. Do you mean like if I had I think I've seen people do this where you take like if you're doing stone, if you take like smooth stone and then stone bricks and just kind of randomize them. Like two ones that are similar? Or are you talking about like 2 vastly different blocks so that there's more of a contrast? Because I could see doing 2 that are similar and having those alternate so it just looks more like different texture in the floor. But if they were 2 completely different, like if we took these 2 blocks and did like a random pattern, I don't think that I have like OCD tendencies. I have a little bit of like actual OCD as well, but that part of me that likes things to look nice and neat, I don't know if I could handle. Nitro says, yeah, same with walls. I think that looks good. I usually go both ways, but similar looks less strange. Okay. That's what I thought, yeah. 2 blocks that are similar, like similar color or slightly different textures. I agree, I think that looks good. Because it kind of breaks it up for the eye a little bit. Like it's hard to look at the exact same thing. Like we're definitely gonna do some texturing here on the outside. But yeah, like it's hard to look at one single thing for a whole like swath of building or swath of floor. It's nice to break it up a little bit for your eyeballs. Okay, I think we should keep building the exterior of the tower up and kind of come back to the interior a little later. But my fear, we'll see. I don't know if I have enough blocks to just like go to fully do the exterior. We'll see. Let's build that up a little bit, and we'll do 2 calcites, and then that, and then quartz, and then another calcite, and then 2 of those. All right, now we just gotta keep building it up. There's a part of me that wants to texture as I go, and then there's a part of me that wants to just build up fully with 1 block so we can see sort of how the size and the shape and the proportions is gonna look, and then go back and texture later. We can maybe do just like one side of it, just building it all up with 1 block, like maybe just this kind of quarter here, so we can see from our vantage point down there, how it's gonna look. Let's do that. So if that's the floor, calcite is one of the blocks in the game that I think should be made renewable in a way. I think it's an objectively better version of diorite. Yeah, I love calcite. I hate diorite. At least vanilla diorite. I think even in Mizunos, it's not that great. And yeah, calcite is just, it has some of that kind of texture to it, but it's a little smoother. It's a little less muddy. I feel like diorite gets kind of muddy. 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, it's also not super accessible because you have to get it, you can only get it from the geodes, which isn't too bad. But, well, I guess that is kind of bad because if you don't have a geode, if you can't find a geode, then there's nowhere else to get it besides there. Okay, let's just see how that's looking from here. Okay, I think I am gonna like the texturing once we get it a little more in there. And then we're obviously gonna have to put some sort of like smoother transition from the stone to the calcite. And we're gonna bring in some spruce wood. But we'll get there. I think it is gonna be better to sort of get this external structure done first. Because from here, and I almost want to bring this cobblestone up one. Nitro says, I made a whole build using diorite about a week ago. To be fair, it didn't look as bad as I think. And if you use it with sandstone and quartz, it can look pretty decent. Yeah, I think diorite is good mixed in with other stuff. I have seen people do some really cool things with using like diorite and even unstripped birch logs to do like texturing and stuff. But I do think you have to like have a good eye for it and know how to balance out all of that pretty well. Okay, when in doubt, I always like to go back to my inspirations just to sort of see if there's anything I can pull from here to I don't know, give me some idea or some direction, or like figure out things I like from the mood board, and then figure out how to apply that to our current build. So what I'm trying to go for here is this sort of like larger base and then a smaller second story leading to a bigger third story. I feel like if we're gonna do this, because I can't really see, I can't tell if that goes in 1 or goes in 2. I think it only goes in 1. And this is sort of similar. Yeah, that only goes in 1 as well. And then they bring it in again. So I think to make this work here in ours, we're going to need to make this taller. This middle one is going to have to go up a little further, and maybe we can bring it in a little bit more, kind of like they did here, so that when this third story comes out, you can tell it's like a little more dramatic of a difference. Let's see, what about this guy? Yeah, that's not too bad. These are more smooth transitions, and I still think that looks good. Okay. So we're gonna build up the calcite, maybe 2 more. Where are we at? We're about, I think, 3/4 of the way through the stream. I am gonna do like a solid, just the solid 2. What is going on here? Is this? Hold on. Okay, no, we're good. I was, sorry, questioning myself. I think we're gonna do just a regular 2 hours today, maybe a little longer. We'll get to like a good stopping point. You need to move. And you know you need to move, and you're not gonna move, are you? Ah, he did it. I swear, you guys, sometimes they can like actually hear you. Okay. Let's go get some more calcite, just so we're using the same block. White blocks. Calcite. Okay. And let's run it back. Pop these. Oop. Wow, I thought I was gonna be so cool. I thought I was so cool. I was gonna say, pop these calcites up here, lickety split, like it's nobody's business. And then I was immediately humbled. Ooh, I was thinking about just going back to the whole calcite or diorite conversation. I was thinking about using diorite for our like snowy mountain build, doing like diorite and birch with some maybe like dark oak or the spruce to build out like a little mountain cabin, something like that. I don't know. It was just an idea. Okay, I want to say we should go up. We mainly got to look at it from down here because this is how we're going to see it. I feel like we need to go up at least 1 more. Or bring this guy down. We might end up bringing, let's see. Can I hit this from here? Not bringing these down, but using like having the transition kind of come within these 2 blocks here. Ugh, it's hard to explain. I know what I'm thinking about in my head, but it's hard to explain. Okay, I think we're good though. Let's put these back just for visuals' sake. But yeah, I think we're gonna have this go up. I think I am gonna build up 1 more block, and then that last block is gonna be sort of the transition between the second story and then the third story. So, okay, if I could climb these stairs, we could get something done. So if we're up like this, don't follow me. Oh my goodness, you're gonna fall and die. And I'm gonna look real bad on stream in front of all these people. Please, please move. Please go back down. Go, go, shoo. Okay, what if I just gently, okay, now, actually, if I run down here, he'll just teleport to me. Duh. There we go. Nitro says, after playing Mounts of Mayhem drop for just a few hours, explored almost all the features. I'd say it's definitely one of the better ones. Okay, probably coming in second behind the Pale Garden. Wow. See, I thought just from what I've heard of it, or like, you know, first glance, whatever, I felt like it wasn't super strong just because it seems to be just like a mostly mob focused update. But I don't know, maybe that's more fun than I thought it was going to be. And it will, I mean, I guess it is fun for like the, you know, kind of adventure survival part of it. But what was I going to say? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Is there anything besides? Is it just like the new mobs and the new mounts? Is there anything else? Or maybe it's the mounts that are fun. Because can't you now like ride the zombie horses yourself? Can you tame them? After you take them from the mobs? For me, Copper Age would take third place, Chase the Skies, and Spring to Life probably go on the bottom of my rankings, to be fair. Chase the Skies was the Happy Gas, right? And then Spring to Life. I know Spring to Life gave like the leaf litter and stuff on the ground. I actually don't know what else it brought. Yeah, from what I've seen, and again, I haven't played any of those yet, so I'm sure my opinion will change once we get there, once I actually update the game and can see all of them for myself, but I feel like I'm actually very interested to try the Happy Ghast. Just because as a mainly building focused player, at least from what I've seen, that's very helpful for people who are builders. Nitro says, Spear IMO is one of the weapons that might not be forgettable. And Chase the Skies is Happy Ghast. The Spear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Nitro, weren't we talking-ish about the Spear a couple days ago or something, a couple streams ago? Saying that if you already have a ranged weapon with the bow, you don't need to add a new one. So, I mean, yeah, so maybe we were wrong. Okay. Let's see how that's kind of looking from down here. Okay, it doesn't look like much. But I think if we we'll obviously polish this up a little more, and then we'll bring in the, what are they called? The trapdoors? Like, we'll make the transitions between each color block better. But I kind of feel like we maybe might need it to be a little taller, like the white part a little taller. Nitro says spear is still going to be niche, however, it's quite clunky to fight with. Definitely not a sword or axe replacement. Okay, so maybe it's just like for people who want extra options, for people who want to maybe, or like, I don't know, is it useful in like a PvP sense? Because I know that people, Novella, hold on, girl, calm down, what are you doing? It's okay, just go back under, chill out, you're good. No, she's just gonna freak out on me. Okay, I'm trying to find, I was saying that maybe, like, do you think spear would have any use for people who like PvP? Like to give the PvP players another option? Okay, I'm trying to find a good vantage point from afar. I think we may need to make the white part taller and bring it in a little bit more, like we were saying from the examples. Let's see, you can't see it from here. Let's go. Oh, this place is beautiful, you guys. Look at how colorful it is. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, we've got a pretty good vantage point. Let's say hi to Jack. Hi, Jack. Our pirate dog. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that definitely needs to be taller. This is not what I had envisioned in my brain. Nitro says it's fun if you do spear combat on a horse, as a super fast horse can even one-shot mobs as damage is speed-based. But again, I can't think of ever doing mounted combat, however. Yeah, mounted combat in Minecraft. I mean, I feel like people are gonna figure out a way to do it and fulfill their like knight on a back of a horse with a javelin sort of fantasy through Minecraft. But it sounds like it's maybe not practical, maybe just more like fun and showy. I'm thinking I do wanna kind of build this base out a little bit. Okay, and again, we're gonna polish this up later. Don't you fret, don't you worry. But if we can sort of, I don't know, find a way to make the base look a little more sturdy. And even if this looks a little more organic, I think that's okay. So we have like this sturdy base, and then yeah, we definitely need to make that white part taller. So let's come up here and tear. Let's come up here. Yeah, we're gonna need to fix this staircase because this is not working out. I keep falling off of it. I mean, at the very least, we're gonna put railings on it, but we'll see. Ooh, I almost fell backwards off the side. Okay, but these colors though, you guys, look at how beautiful these teal colors are. They're gonna stand out so well against everything. And I did not bring calcite with me. Okay, let's very carefully run down. Let's pick up everything we dropped. Donkey needs a name. If you guys have any name suggestions for the donkey, put them in the chat or comment later. Let me know. What am I getting? Calcite? Calcite. Yeah, we have plenty of calcite. And we have more back over yonder, back home. Over yonder. Okay, I want to do... Okay, hold on. Let me gather myself. Oh, we'll get those later. Actually, no, we're gonna get those now. If I don't get them now, I'll forget. And I don't want them to despawn. Ah. Ah. Okay. So I want to have these come up maybe like the usual 5, and then they come in a little bit. Similar, I'm gonna swipe, watch your eyes. Similar to this. So let me zoom in a little more. Can I do that? 250? No, it won't let me zoom in more. Okay. Sorry if I'm getting loud, guys. I'm trying to look forward and listen a little bit. Look forward and listen? No. Look forward and you guys are listening to me. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well, this is a square tower that's bringing it in. So I think we're just gonna have to wing it. And I can't really use that as a specific example. I just kind of have to build and see what happens. Okay, let's climb up the stairs. You know what? Let's make this a little easier on ourselves. At the moment, okay, we have these going up. So if this is the, let's make sure that this is the proper height. Yeah, that's gonna be good for the floor. We definitely don't need to go higher than that. Or maybe, do we need to go higher than that? Because I kind of want to put, like, I want my ceilings and my floors to kind of get to a point where they are 2 blocks thick, so that we can put like decoration on the ceiling and then have the floor be above. So we're gonna say, let's just put these deep slate tiles here. So we're gonna say that like this is actually floor height. So then we want to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's just one more up, and that's what's gonna start coming in a block. So, oops. Wow, that was fast. So we can sort of do, I'm thinking we bring this in like that. And then, what about these? Oops, again. This pickaxe is too efficient for the calcite. This one would certainly come in one. Because this would go. This one, oh, I'm not on a placeable block. This would be out. So now here, do we just bring this in, maybe one like that? And then we build these up another 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was too many. Ooh, look at the sky. It's getting pretty. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, let's see. Ooh, this is like a straight line. That is no longer a curve. Let's see what that's gonna look like from here. Okay, let's actually sleep. And so we can see better in the morning. Did we lose any blocks over that way? Nope. Okay. All right. How's that? Yeah, that does not look like a circle. Okay, but in terms of just the general going in and going out shape, no, we have to fix it first. We have to fix it first. Oh, I missed one here. That's okay. All right, let's take this back down. Actually, we can leave this one. It's more these that need a fixin'. Not these. So these ones, like we said, okay, we said these ones will go in one. And then I feel like they should still maybe go out one, just like this. Ooh, yeah. And then I've trapped myself. I just have to jump. There's no other. That's what feather falling is for. Okay. That looks a little more better. A little more better. Let's get these. Take these down. For your cactus smelter, I think it's a good idea to maybe hook up your lava farm or build one near it so you can just use lava for fuel. Yeah, ideally I would be able to just use lava for fuel, but can I do that? Can I use lava for fuel automatically? Like if I have lava buckets in a hopper, will the buckets fall, like go out of the furnace and a new one go in when they're empty? Or does an empty bucket just stay in there? Like, can I make it so it's automatic, or is there going to be some sort of like manual steps to it? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh, I just didn't do the other side. We need to look from this side. Yeah, bucket gets dumped into an output chest. Okay. So we do have, like, we already have this lava farm here. Is there a way to automatically put the lava from the cauldrons into a bucket? Or would I have to, like, here, make the buckets and then put the buckets into like a chest every now and then let them run through the smelter? All right, don't mind me running around, guys. I'm just trying to find the right angles to take a look at this. Okay, okay, I'm liking that. It just looks like, it looks like nothing, but I can see the vision. It's in my brain. I hope you guys can see it too. Although I feel like this maybe needs to come down one, and the top also needs to go up one. And we also got to do something like this. Hold on. Oh, I'm getting real hungry from all the running around. Let me eat my carrots. I've actually been eating a lot of carrots in real life recently. Not golden carrots, of course, but regular carrots. Well, actually, golden carrots do exist in real life. But just regular red carrots or orange carrots. Red carrots. Orange carrots. And they've been delicious. Can you make quartz stairs? You can. Nitro says, lava collection will be manual. I think it might be better to build a decently sized, centralized lava farm and then do one big move of lava every once in a while. One bucket can run a bit for over 15 minutes. Okay. So yeah, we do have that lava farm. And so as long as I just take the time every now and then to fill it up, put it in the little storage area, and then, but yeah, I definitely think lava would be more efficient, because you can, like, if it runs for 15 minutes, and if that's 15 minutes of that cactus consistently going in there, then that's gonna be a lot of lava, or a lot of cactus over time, and less lava, or you know what I mean. Okay, I'm just doing, I want to kind of start to place in some of the, like, some of the extra little details, just so we can see how this shape is gonna look. Like, for example, okay, because see this, that's a singular. So if we do that here, something, but maybe that's okay actually. What if we actually bring that down one more? Okay, stay with me, guys. Stay with me. I'm trying to get the proportions right. And I want it to still look, I want it to look like smooth. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm not hating that. I think we should build up this other side a little bit if we're going to be looking from this angle, so we can see sort of this front corner here a little better. Most efficient would be building a cactus farm with several hundred cacti, as it would give you a constant stream of cacti that would be at near 100% efficiency for lava use. That would be a lot of cacti, because our farm is already pretty big, and yeah, it's probably not going to be match full lava efficiency. But I think we'll see. Let me get some calcite. Let me get some more calcite. If we end up needing more, we can build a bigger farm. I was mainly getting it for the green dye. I know you said you can get good XP from it as well, but we also have other places to get XP. Oh, bone meal. I have one of those running, but converting the cactus to bone meal currently through a composter. Okay. Yeah, and bone meal is good to have, but we also have a good source of bone meal, and we already have tons of bone meal because there's a skeleton farm over yonder that I've already gotten a lot of XP from, so gotten a lot of bones from. But these are definitely good things to know for the future, should the need arise. Okay, and this one is gonna come up to about here, right? Because then it's gonna go in, nope, oops. Oops. Okay. Okay, okay, no. I gotta stop that. I gotta stop falling. Let me go from this way. Maybe. Can I jump place? Yes. Nope. Oh my gosh. How are we? Yeah, we're fine. You don't have to worry about me. We're fine. I could take a fall. I could take a fall like it's nobody's business. And now I can't get up there. Okay, wow, we are almost at 8 p.m. Time is flying, you guys. We're gonna go a little longer. I want to get some of this figured out a little more. Sort of get a better plan going. So I want to at least get this sort of basic structure done for our 3 levels or 3 tiers of this tower. All right. Does that match? Yeah, that matches that front side. Okay, so let's come back down here and take a quick look from afar. Yep. Okay, I like that. So, okay, when I talk about it being smooth, this is what I mean. How you have this sort of like kind of V shape here that looks like a little steeper at the bottom and a little more gradual coming up this way. But I think the top definitely needs to be taller by at least a couple of blocks, and then we can start branching out for the 3rd floor. So let's do that. Let's see how it looks from up close here. Yeah, and I think that looks good too, because this base looks pretty sturdy. This top looks like it's coming in a little more. We'll go up a little taller. And then I think I'm gonna at least like kind of start tearing down this side a little bit. And we'll build a scaffolding tower up on the inside so we don't have to risk running up those stairs and falling off. Although I am very good at falling off of a scaffolding tower, so I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference, but a girl can dream. Okay, so like I was saying, I want to take down. Oops. Oh my god. This calcite is so sensitive. So we were coming in. Let's see. Where were we starting the 2? Can I see from this side? 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. So this needs to be the stairs. And then, of course, we have this behind it, and this is going up. And then, can I tell what's going on from over here? No, I cannot. This was gonna go down. I think this is correct. This is one lower. And then these go up. Remember how I said I was going to detail and texture as I go? Yeah, that all has flown out the window, I suppose. This is one of the 4s. So this should be, nope, not like that. Not like that. Let's see. Stair, correct? And then this goes as is the calcite, no, this is the quartz, and then this goes up. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. Actually, I'm gonna stop it almost there. Let's just put this other stair in so we know where that goes. Let me look from the bottom just to make sure I did that correctly. Does that guy need to go down one more? I think he does, actually, yeah. This middle guy here. If you guys have not already, please hit that like button. If you don't mind, it really helps me out. Tells the algorithm that you actually like the video when you're hanging out and watching, and it'll sort of push it out to more people that way. And if you want to see more, if you want to hang out again, then subscribe as well. Join us here in our forever world. We've done a lot so far. Actually, by comparison to the plans I have and some of the things other people have done, we have not done anything. But we're going to be doing a lot more, so I'm super excited. I'd love to have you hanging out with us. And let's see if we can build up properly here. Okay, almost. We were one away. We'll go up a couple, because I said I was gonna build these up like 2 more blocks. Nitra said almost 10 watching now. We're at 9. Hey, that's amazing. I think that's I mean, that's definitely on the high side for where we've been over the past couple months. So anything, I mean, yeah, once we hit double digits, that's very exciting. And I know most of you 9 are just lurking right now. We're at 10 now. Okay, great. Double digits. Hallelujah. Thank you guys, everyone who's watching. Even if you're just lurking, I do really appreciate you being here. It is so much more fun to play with other people. I love being able to share Minecraft with other people who enjoy it. All right, that's looking good. I like those proportions. Let's find another angle to look at it from. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Okay, great. Let's see. From here, it's looking a little dinky. Not dinky, but I want this bottom part to look a little more solid. But we can remedy that later by either bringing some of this down some or bringing it up a little bit with the more like detail blocks. That's fine. Let's see if we can get some of the teal blocks placed in the top on the 3rd floor and kind of scope out those proportions a little bit. And then we'll go until I finish my bone broth. How about that? Okay. We'll start with just these, and then we'll bring in the other teal blocks later. Let's climb up. Let's get some stairs in. Maybe, okay, so we're gonna have, let's see, not an issue, but we're gonna have to figure out how we want to do this. Like if we have these stairs coming in like that, then to keep it even and symmetrical, we want these stairs coming out like this. And then what do we do for this one? Because I know, because that's not going to be, I know you can do, like it'll do like a corner looking thing, but it's not doing it right now. Ooh, okay. We're going to go get a slab and we're going to drop. Hold your breath, everyone. Barely half a heart. See, we're good. These feather falling boots are a lifesaver. Let's make a couple slabs. We'll make it out of the copper. And then let's also get, I already have some trapdoors made, so let's grab those. Oh no, wait. These, I don't think I changed the colors on these. Yeah, these still look a little more green. Let's make a couple warped trapdoors. Okay, I've got too many things in my hotbar. Hold on, hold on. Let me organize. I only made 2? I thought I made more than that. Let's do... Whoa, wait a second. I thought I made more trapdoors than that. Maybe I made more... Okay, let's just get some more warped stem. Let's make a few more planks. Let's make a couple more trapdoors. Let's put the warped stem back. And it's nighttime. Let's just sleep. All right. Time to put this 3rd floor. Well, this is going to be more like the 4th floor at this point, because we're really getting up there. Okay. So let's just put a slab there for now. And I was thinking, oops. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm hitting weird buttons. If I hit the wrong button, I'm going to fall again. I want to see if we can put, is that going to go up or down? Well, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, we're gonna leave that for now. We'll go grab that in a second. Let me get my blocks. Let's build these up a little bit. Just to see. And just to see what we're gonna be, what kind of shape we're gonna be working with. Block. Block. Warped planks. Is that all I have for warped planks? Yep. Warped planks. Copper. Copper. Let's go up one more. Yeah, just to see. Ooh, we are up high, you guys. Which is what I wanted. Oops. Okay. Oh, low disk space. Might not be able to save the world. Hold on. That's not good. Okay. Let me... Hold on, I gotta troubleshoot this, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, we should be good. We should be good. I had moved a bunch of stuff, like old videos and old projects and stuff, over onto an external drive earlier to make room, because I knew I was running out of room on my computer. And then I think I just, or not I think, I know, I just forgot to actually delete them from the trash of my computer. So they were still technically there taking up space. Okay. Let's see. But I deleted them from the trash now, just in that moment, and we should be good. I sort of like it. I kind of want it to stick out a little more. I want like a little more dimension there. So let's try that. That low disk space is reminding me of that Bedrock Edition bug on console where Minecraft could only use a few gigabytes, and once that quota was full, some people lost their worlds to corruption. Oh no. And that was like a Minecraft problem, right? Like the way the game was optimized, it like wasn't using the disk space properly. I feel like I've heard people talk about that before. Yeah, that's bad because you can't get that back once it's been corrupted. You can't get it back, and then all that time and effort you've put into it is just gone. That would be devastating. But also maybe a lesson in we're gonna get deep here, but in like life and loss and the philosophical nature of like some things just, not everything is gonna last forever, you know? Sometimes maybe you just have to learn to let it go. This message: you are almost out of data storage space. Minecraft has restricted access to this feature until you clear up additional storage space. And that's the scariest message to see. Yeah. Because if you're in the middle of playing the game, then you can't really do anything, right? Like, you can't, if you stop the game, you're gonna lose your save or lose the world. For some reason, it happens on Bedrock Edition worlds that are 1 gigabyte or bigger. That's not a lot, if you think about it. 1 gigabyte? It's not a lot. Well, I hope that never happened or doesn't happen to you, Nitro. That would be a real shame, because you've got a crazy world that we are going to see soon, right? Because we're gonna do our little viewer stream, or I want to check out your guys' worlds over the holidays. I'm just trying to think of the best way for you guys to send me copies of your world. Okay, let's see. Without either of us like sharing too much like personal contact info or information. Okay, ooh, how's that looking, you guys? Sort of, maybe. We need another slab right there. Nitro says 1 gigabyte worlds only work properly on PC for Bedrock Edition. For some reason, phones seriously struggle with loading these worlds. Oh, yeah. I am not surprised that phones struggle with loading the worlds. Because, I mean, your phone, you know, phones are great. Phones have a lot of capabilities, but yeah, they're not that, like, I feel like phones are not necessarily super well optimized to whole giant data files of games and such. Nitro says, I have a Java copy of my world, so if things ever go wrong, you can move to Java in worst case scenario. Okay, that's good. At least you have that backup there. And actually, you'll probably have to send me that Java world, right? Oh, thunder. Ah! I got distracted by the thunder and lightning. But yeah, you'll probably have to send me a Java copy of your world, huh? When we go take a tour over the holidays. All right, I just want to see how this is kind of gonna look from afar. If we build up this third floor 2 blocks out from the one below it. So let's slide down and take a little look. Whoa. That looks a little crazy. I converted my world to Java and didn't realize the world size exploded from 230 megabytes to 477 megabytes. Yeah, wow, more than, or just about double. Why would it change so drastically from Bedrock to Java in terms of size? That seems like a lot. Okay, I have an idea, guys. Hold on. I feel like this part sticks out a little too much. But it's kind of looking okay over here. So if we pull this in one, you guys will see. Give me 1 second. Let me do it. Let me do it. It'll make more sense when I do it. Ah. I could climb up the scaffolding. My goodness. Okay, so instead of, oops. Okay, so these, so like this is a stair and this is a stair. So this pops out 2. And then instead of this one popping out 2, this just pops out 1. Maybe. Nitro says, I'm not too sure. I deleted a bunch of chunks before, so might be trying to regenerate some of the chunks in the areas where I reset them. Okay. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I think that's still kind of funny for the size to change so drastically. Is this an important block? Yes, it is. And now I need to place it back. Hold on. Okay, guys. Oh no. If I break it, are we gonna lose it? Yep. All right. Well, let's go get that block. We're gonna put it back. We're gonna sleep, and then we're going to check out how everything looks. So I'm not gonna look yet. I want to put this last block in place, and then we'll see it during the daytime. And if everything looks good, if we're happy with the sort of general shape and proportions of everything, then we will be done for today. Because yeah, we're almost at 2.5 hours. I still need to go to the gym tonight. And we've made good progress. If this is, well, let's look at our house from in the rain and in the darkness. Look at that, so pretty. I love the light blooms. I love the smoke rising from the chimney. Gorgeous. Oh. Have I now trapped myself down here? Where are they? They must be inside the mountain. Oh, no, he's right here. Okay. Now can we sleep? Please? Yes, good. Okay, a rainbow. I get so excited every time. It's always the same rainbow. It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, sorta. We're getting there. Let's see from afar. Good morning, Novella. Okay. It looks a little like too chunky right now, but I think that the baseline is good. Like we'll have it's gonna go up a little more, and then we're gonna have a roof that comes sticking out. And then of course there's gonna be like depth and detail with windows, and we'll have extra decorations sticking out. And then we'll bring in like trapdoors and stuff for the transition between the teal to the white. And then of course between the cobblestone to the white, we'll bring probably some spruce in there somewhere. Maybe some of these, I don't know, maybe we'll put in some like spruce columns here at the top, or maybe within the white or something. Let's see if we can go a little further. Actually, let's see what it looks like from like the bridge over here, or from our like front porch. Because we're definitely gonna see it a lot when we're coming and going from the house. So we want to make sure that it looks good from this angle as well. And it's always good whenever you're doing any kind of art, any kind of building, to just take a really big step back and really look at it from afar. Like that. Yeah. Okay, so at first glance, I do want this base to come up a little higher, which I think is fine. And I think we can do that just with some of those transition blocks without having to change the proportions here. I think this is good. We maybe might bring these up a little more, like maybe one more block, like make this middle part here, this like inner transition a little taller, and bring up this third floor one more. And it definitely looks a little too heavy with all the copper there, but that's gonna change because we're gonna texture it. And like I said, we're gonna put in windows, and we'll maybe bring in some spruce. So yeah, I'm super happy with that, you guys. We made a lot of good progress today. Hold on, before I close out, let me blink a bit. My eyeballs are burning, you guys. Because I think a lot of this is like, I'm like squinting at my screen to see how things look. Okay. Whew. All right, you guys, I'm gonna try and make it through this. We are done for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out. We had a couple more people here watching than we usually do, which is super exciting. So if you're new, my name is Renee. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you want to join the journey and come hang out with us again sometime soon. I'm going to be streaming next on Thursday again at 6 p.m. I think I'm going to change that to my usual schedule now, Tuesdays and Thursdays, because then I can have sort of the same routine on those days, and then I get my Saturdays back. And I think we'll do some streams on Saturdays, but those will just be like extra bonus streams when we have like a little more we want to get done, or just something extra and fun, or just when I have the time. So that's the plan. I'm done for today. I'm going to sign off here. Don't forget to hit the like button before you go. Thank you to everyone who was chatting in the stream. I think it was just Nitro, so thanks Nitro for chatting and hanging out with me. Thank you everybody else for lurking and watching. I really appreciate you being here no matter what. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.